I have a secret. Not one strand of this is my hair. That's right, I'm wearing my own real scalp with no lace, no glue, no leave out whatsoever. And in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how that's possible. So if you're like me and you've considered the lace thing, or maybe you've tried it, but you just cannot get past the little lace holes that you notice on other people, or perhaps the aggressive baby hair, then this might be perfect for you. It's undetectable in pictures and up close in real life. It looks completely natural. I know it sounds too good to be true, but stick with me. I'm going to show you exactly how it's possible. So let's talk about two products, the patent pending True Roots closure and the patented 10-minute sew-in. Now, the True Roots closure is a top piece closure, but the opening matches the roots of your hair. There's no weft there, there's no lace there. Now the 10-minute sew-in is similar to a U-part, except the cap is 100% breathable. It allows your scalp to breathe, so no sweating and no itching. Both of these products can be sewn in, clipped in, or pinned in. Now when you combine the 10-minute sew-in with the True Roots closure, you come up with the Thin-Part Wig. This product is like a U-part, except the True Roots closure is at the top of it. Therefore, there is no weft that you have to cover up, and there's no lace. Also, the cap is 100% breathable, just like the 10-minute sew-in, so you don't have to deal with any sweating or itching whatsoever. So in this video, I am going to install on myself the Kim unit, which is a curly wavy texture. Let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is pull up strands of hair around the top opening of the unit, and I'm going to tease the roots. Now I recommend that you use a small tooth comb when teasing the roots. This gives you more control and allows you to tease finer so that it's not overly bushy at the top. So you're going to pull up small sections of hair, over direct the hair, and tease on top. You're going to do that on both sides of the unit so that you are creating volume around the opening of the unit. So here you can see that you now have roots that look more natural compared to the before picture. So in the before picture, they're kind of straight, and here they have more volume, similar to how your natural roots would be if you were wearing curly hair naturally and it was coming from your own roots. Now, the next thing that you need to do is to have bobby pins. You want to make sure that you have matte bobby pins. Matte bobby pins do not have a shine. And the reason you don't want to have a shine is because you want it to match the luster, the natural luster of your roots. So let's get started. So I have an anchor braid on both sides of my parting area. One side is done, the side that's on the right side of the screen. That looks completely natural. It looks like it's roots coming right from my head. So now I'm going to do the other side. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do is take the bobby pin and you're going to stick one prong into the edge of the unit. Now don't worry, this material is durable, so it's not like lace. And then you're going to tuck the pin under your anchor braid. So I'm going to do that one more time. I'm going to stick one prong into the material. Again, the material is durable. It will not tear like lace would. And then you're going to tuck it under your anchor braid. And that's it. So I have 3 bobby pins on each side of the parting area. Now I'm going to go back and tease again in the areas where I stuck the pins just in case the pins may be showing, which I know they're not because I have perfected this technique, but just in case, I like to go back and tease again. Once I'm done, this is the end result. Completely natural looking roots. Looks like it's growing right from my scalp, and I love it. So again, this texture is the Kim texture. It's a wavy, curly texture. It's absolutely gorgeous. I just kind of put some water in it off screen, and I'm just shaking it to give it a little bit more volume because I like a little bit of volume. So another thing I want to show you though is that I went back and I changed my part area. So I want you to see that you can also have a thinner part. My part earlier was wider, and I'm going to show you why it was wider. So that basically had to do with where I positioned the unit on my head in regards to my anchor braids. So if you want your part to be thin like this, then you need to stick to braids that are parallel to each other. They start in the same spot. So that's going to be typically your front braids or an off-center braid. So you can do a center part, you can do an off-center part, and that will give you the thinner part that you just saw a few seconds ago. So again, stick with braids that start in similar areas of your head versus a braid that starts further back like this one. If you're choosing braids that start further back and then you have one that starts further up on the other side, that's when you're going to have a wider part. So just stick with braids that are right next to each other, and you can have that thinner part that you just saw. Now here's another thing you want to be careful of. This is how terrible it can look if you do not install it correctly, mainly if you don't have your braids done correctly. Then this is what you could end up with. So let me show you why. Again, you want to make sure that your braids are parallel to each other. You also want to make sure the roots are not showing. So that means they need to be small enough that the roots of your own hair are not showing, like this one. This one, the roots are showing. So when you tuck the pins under your braids, that is what's going to be revealed. And you're going to end up with this, which is showing the roots of your hair. That's why you need to make sure you get your anchor braids redone every week so that your parting area can look natural like this. Now, if you don't want to deal with bobby pins or anchor braids, guess what? It can be clipped in. Yes, it can. With no leave out, it can be clipped in. There is a detailed video in the description box, so make sure you check that out. Now, if you want to wear it with straight hair with no leave out, then you will need to either have it sewn in or you will have to do the bobby pin method. That video on how to do the bobby pin method is in the description box as well. Of course, just like a U-part wig, you can wear it with a leave out. Now I'm showing you how thin your leave out can be here. It can be completely see-through because the top of the unit mimics real hair roots. So you are not having to cover up a weft. So right here, this was the bobby pin method with a leave out. If you do wig clips, you'll have to leave out a little bit more hair in order to cover the bulkiness of the wig clips. But look how undetectable that is. Absolutely love it. You cannot tell that it's anything there. So that is everything. Please check out the description box. There are so many details in the description box. You'll be able to find out how to do the wig clip method. You'll be able to find out how to do the straight method with the bobby pins. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this was helpful.